I woke up that morning to a silent house. At first, nothing about it felt strange. I assumed she had simply headed to work earlier than usual. But as the day dragged on, the quiet started to feel unnatural, almost suffocating. I tried calling her, straight to voicemail. I sent a few texts. No response. I kept telling myself there had to be a simple explanation. Maybe a sudden meeting, maybe her phone had died. Anything but the heavy, growing fear in my chest. By the time night came, that fear had settled deep inside me. Her side of the bed was untouched. Her usual mug wasn't in the sink. The scarf she always wore was no longer hanging by the door. All the small details added up to one truth. She hadn't just stepped out. She had gone. But why without a single word? I scrolled through our messages, old emails, anything that might hint at a reason. Nothing. The silence in the house felt ominous, like it was trying to tell me something I wasn't ready to hear. I called friends, her friends, anyone who might know where she was. No one had a clue. She hadn't mentioned leaving to anyone. I barely slept that night, and the nights after that weren't much different. 2 weeks eventually passed, each day heavier than the last. I started to accept the idea that she was gone for good. The numbness was constant, yet every little thing around me reminded me of her laughter, her habits, even the sound of her keys when she came through the door. The memories felt like they were mocking me. Then my phone rang one afternoon. A number I didn't recognize. I answered, unsure of what to expect. "Hello." "Hi, my name is Mark," a man said, his voice steady and calm. "I'm calling about your wife. I think you should know what's going on." My heart thudded painfully. What about her? He hesitated, as though trying to pick the least cruel way to phrase it. "I'm her boyfriend. We've been together for a while. She moved in with me when she left you. I just thought you deserved to hear the truth." It felt like the floor vanished beneath me. I could barely speak. "You what?" "I'm sorry," he said quietly. "She told me she needed to start over. I didn't ask for details. I just wanted to be honest with you." I ended the call. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely set the phone down. I collapsed onto the couch, staring blankly at the wall as the weight of it all settled over me. It wasn't just that she had left. It was the secrecy, the lies, the quiet dismantling of our life together that she had never once admitted to. I replayed the past months in my head. The messages she hid, the sudden late nights, the distance she brushed off as stress. I had convinced myself everything was fine, that I was imagining the shift between us. But I hadn't been imagining anything. The truth had been there all along. I walked through the house touching the few things she'd left behind. Photos, books, the notes she used to stick on the fridge. Each one stung like a reminder of trust broken. I learned quickly that grief wasn't simple. It wasn't just sadness. It was anger, confusion, shame, and longing all tangled together. Friends reached out. I talked to a counselor who helped me untangle the mess inside me. Slowly, painfully, I began to see something I had overlooked. Her choices didn't define my value. Her betrayal said more about her than it ever did about me. Months passed. I cleaned the house, packed her belongings away, reclaimed the rooms that felt hollow. I poured my energy into work, hobbies, friendships, and into understanding myself again. The pain didn't vanish, but it stopped ruling my days. Then one evening she called. Her voice trembled as she tried to explain, to apologize, to make sense of it. I listened quietly, memories of hurt flickering through my mind like old film. "I'm sorry," she whispered. "I don't know why I did it. I just thought I needed something different." I breathed in slowly. "I hear you," I said, "but I've already moved forward." We haven't spoken since. I realized then that closure wasn't something she could give me. It came from accepting what happened and choosing to keep living anyway. I survived the lies, the abandonment, the heartbreak, and somewhere in that struggle, I found clarity and strength. Yes, she broke my heart, but she didn't break me. Losing her meant rediscovering myself, stronger, grounded, and ready to build a life defined by my own choices. And in the quiet that returned to the house, I understood something important. Pain teaches, betrayal uncovers truth, and choosing to move on is the bravest thing a person can do.